So what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So you're just a person who is planning to come to Africa because at some point you'll need to buy land where you'll reside on. You're a person who is already having a plan, or you have your agencies and you've agreed that you want to buy land to Africa. I think before buying land, before sending money to those people, before completing transaction, I think this is important if you see this video. So I've created this video for you, the things you need to know, all the things you need to know before buying land in Africa, or specifically in Kenya. So I've took my time, did research, and I've decided to present to you the things you need to consider just before buying land in Africa or generally in Kenya. So to my first point, I don't want to waste much time. So first, the thing that you need to do is you need to conduct a thorough research. Okay, this is important because start your journey by conducting extensive research on the specific areas in Kenya where you intend to buy land. Consider factors such as location, proximity to essential amenities, transport infrastructure, and potential for future growth and development. Take your time to understand the local real estate market. So you want a place where you can reach market, you want a place where you can reach town, or maybe you want a place where it's far from town. So those are the things that you need to look first before deciding to buy a land from a given person. Number 2 is title deed verification. Verify the authentic of the land's title deed. Ensure that the person selling the land is indeed the legal owner and the title deed is genuine. This can be done by cross-checking with relevant and registry. Always ensure that the title deed that you're using is the authentic one. You can do this by cross-checking with the relevant authority. You can hire a lawyer who can help you cross-check this if this title deed is true, because at some point you find that you buy land, you realize that, so you might buy land with good faith that this is a legit land. Later on, a person comes with their title deed and you wonder, was this land mine? I bought it, this is my title deed. What if another person comes with their title deed and claims that the land is theirs and that they bought the land? So you need to cross-check and verify if the title deed is within the land's documentation. So number 3, what you need to do is land size and zoning. Confirm the size of the land and its zoning. Ensure that it is suitable for your intended use, whether it is for residential, commercial, agriculture, or other purposes. Check the local zoning regulation to avoid any surprise later on. Same as what I've just told you. Ensure, be precise with the size of land that you want so that you might not be surprised. You find a lesser size of land at the one you ordered. So this requires you to be within the specific place and ensuring that you have a surveyor who sees the size of the land to ensure that it's the exact size that you want. Number 4, survey and boundary check. Okay, engage a licensed surveyor to survey the land and check its boundaries. This is a crucial step to prevent boundary disputes in the future. The surveyor will provide a survey plan that should be lodged with the relevant authorities. Same thing that I've just said. Find a surveyor who will measure the land and ensure that it is the exact size of the land that you want to use. So these will also help you to avoid surprises, because you might realize that the land, the size of it, it's even lesser than the one that you ordered according to the money that you paid. So you don't want to suffer from loss. You want to hire a surveyor that can confirm that it is true that this is the land that you want. Also, boundary checks is important, and the surveyor will help you do this because this will help you avoid conflicts with your neighbors because of boundaries. After understanding where your boundaries belongs to, it will give you peace of mind because you will be precise and you know where the boundary of the land ends. So this will help you avoid troubles with your neighbors or with the local community people who you're residing with. Number 5, land registry search. Visit the local land registry office to conduct thorough research. This search should reveal any encumbrances, disputes, or existing land mortgages on the land. Make sure there are no legal issues tied to the land. You might buy a land in which people are having disputes with it. It might be family land where they don't know who is to take the land, and you being sold the land. So it is always advisable to go to the land registry near you and find out if the land is legit. You might be bought a land which is already sold to another person, so you might be surprised another person coming claiming that the land is theirs, and they may give you documentation that they truly bought the land. So it's always advisable to go to the land registry and find out for yourself. Number 6, legal counsel. It is highly advisable to engage the service of a qualified Kenyan lawyer, or the lawyer in whatever continent, in whatever country in Africa that you will be. It is always advisable to have a lawyer who specializes in real estate transactions. They can guide you through legal aspects of the purchase, review contracts, and ensure the transaction complies with what you pay for, because you might pay for what you don't want. So it is always advisable to seek for the legal counsel. The next point is local regulation and permits. Familiarize yourself with local land laws and regulations. This includes permits and taxes associated with land ownership. This includes understanding the land rates, land rent, and other financial obligation to the land. Ensure that the land you are living in is within, it has the legal formalities that is required just before sending the money or giving the money to the people you want to buy land to them. Ensure that it is within the government regulations. The land rates are as it should be. The land rent as it should be, okay? So as to avoid conflicts with the government. You don't want government on your neck while you're still a visitor in the country. So you need to do this. It's for your own good. The next thing you need to do is negotiation and agreement. Negotiate the purchase price with the seller. Ensure that all agreements are put in writing and that the terms and conditions of the sale are clearly defined. It is also advisable to have a sale agreement drafted by the legal expert. So this is a tip for you. They have quoted the size of the land, or the price of the land, sorry. What you need to do is always find a way to bargain so that you can find a balance between the you two to meet somewhere. I don't know, maybe you might have a lot of money. You might just want to buy land, or you desperately want land to the extent that you cannot even negotiate for the land. So you can negotiate for the land and buy it even for a lower price than the one which is quoted. So this will help you save some coins out of it. Also, it's also advisable to keep a message that shows that you did transaction, which is equally traceable, so that during times problems occur, you can remove or you can show the documents that you did transaction. That's why I'll always advise, do not use cash. Do not use cash. In Kenya we have M-Pesa, in Kenya we have mobile banking, in Kenya we have, you can send the funds directly to their account, their bank account number, so that you may have a message that shows you did the transaction. Avoid cash, okay? This will help you during troubles. It will also act as a proof that you paid for the land. The next point is due diligence study. Depending on the nature of the land use, consider conducting a due diligence study. This involves assessing the land's environmental impact, soil quality, suitability for your intended purpose. This is important, particularly for agricultural and industrial land use. Do your research. Conduct your due diligence. Find out what the type of soil am I going to use the land. What if I'm a person who wants to do agriculture? Does the soil type in that place will favor agriculture? So conduct your due diligence and do your research. Do your research so that you may settle for the thing that you want. Don't desperately land in Africa or land in Kenya and you just want to buy land without conducting this research, which you may later on cry for your money that you wasted, or you may later on consider buying a land to a different place after buying land in the same place, which could have saved you money by just conducting a research and being sure that this is the land that I want and this is what I want. So due diligence study is important before buying land in Africa or in Kenya. Next point, payment and documentation. Ensure that payment for the land is made through legal and traceable channels. All documentations should be properly completed, and you should seek legal advice on the transactional documents, including the sale agreement and the transfer of property. I've just said it. Always ensure that you have traceable documents that show that you did transaction with a person. This will help you when problems arises. This will act as an accountable documentation that shows that indeed you did a business with this person, you did a transaction with this person. This will stand for you during those times of trouble. So always keep those messages. If it doesn't matter how many years you'll keep the message, even if it's 20 years, even if it's 50 years, even if you transfer the land to another person, give them the message that shows that they purchased the land. Because later on, some people might just come and pop out of nowhere and say that the land is theirs. What will you do? So when you go to a court, you can show that this land is yours and you bought it through legal ways. So it's always advisable to keep the messages. That's why I advocate not to buy land using the cash money. Send money to the bank, let them give you the account number. Even if it's M-Pesa, let them give you their mobile money number to help avoid these kinds of problems. I hope you're together up to now. Just before I continue, if you're watching this video for the first time, I will appreciate if you consider subscribing to this channel. If you're my returning viewer, thank you and I salute you. So let's continue. The next point is community engagement. Engage with the local community and neighbors. Building a positive relationship can be beneficial and may help you understand the community rules or consents that could impact your land use. This local community is important because these are the people you will be seeing. These are your neighbors. These are the people who will help you maybe when you're sick. These are the people who will act accountable and will see that we've been staying with this guy for these years and we haven't seen him acting in this way. So they are the people who can also be accountable. They can be the witnesses. They can be the people who stand up for you. They can be your friends. Later on, they can turn to your family. So it's always good to maintain a good relationship with the locals in everywhere you will reside. Point noted. Okay. The next point is residency and visa requirements. Beware of Kenya's law regarding land ownership by foreigners. Ensure that you have necessary residency or visa requirements if you are not a Kenyan citizen. Okay, having legal formalities that the government requires, this helps you avoid problems. I already explained it in my points. I don't want to talk much about it. The next point is insurance. Consider land insurance to protect your investment. While this is not mandatory, of course, this can provide peace of mind in case of unforeseen events, such as natural disasters or disputes. Okay, you might buy land in somewhere where climatic conditions are not favorable. Maybe you just want to be there because maybe you are conducting agriculture, maybe you just want to be there. But then the environmental factors, disasters such as flood, might come and swipe away things. So it is always advisable to take insurance. For example, when you're buying land in risky areas, take insurance. This will give you peace of mind when things go wrong. Okay. The last one. So before I say the last one, I want to salute all my viewers. It doesn't matter where you are watching me. The important thing that you are watching my video. I want to thank you for reaching at this point. I know a lot of people haven't made it to this point. If you've managed to reach this point, I salute you. So Shout out to all my fans in the United States. Shout out to all my fans in Kenya. Shout out to all my fans in South Africa. Shout out to all my fans in Ghana. Shout out to all my fans in the United Kingdom. I salute you. And my few friends from India, I always salute you. My friends from Caribbean, I salute you. So the last point is post-purchase care. After purchasing the land, take steps to secure and maintain it. These may include installing proper fencing and security measures to protect your investment. You may consider installing CCTVs. Okay, you may consider employing security or guards in your place just to avoid, just to give you peace of mind. Maybe you want to still travel abroad and you still don't know people who want to leave your land. So it's always advisable to install things like CCTVs, put guards in your home, or maybe just have some people who can be staying in your land, people who you trust with this. And so guys, thank you for watching this video. This is Eugene from Kenya, and I appreciate you for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you very, very much, and see you in my next video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. You can make a request, the video that you might want me to make you. Also, this is a video that a fan of mine requested me to make in this video, so this shows that I highly value my viewers. I did a research which took me 2 days, jotted down some notes, visited different places to conduct research about land, and I presented that to you, and I hope that that is helpful to you. And guys, see you in my next video. Salute.